what you gonna do when Chevy John don't come for you?
This is your Neighborhood Watch. We're back from break with KHTS News Director Perry Smith in the studio with Kyle Jellings, who's rocking out to our Bad Boys theme song.
Do you know who sings that song?
I do. Inner Circle.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I looked it up.
Oh.
We made the bumper music, and I cheated.
You didn't know off the top of your head?
No. I don't think anybody is. I'm pretty confident that Inner Circle pretty much peaked on the charts with
I think
Bad
so,
Boys,
yeah.
and I don't know that they've had a follow-up hit.
As they shouldn't have.
Well, it's a great song. It is
Yeah.
catchy. It's going to be in their head for the rest of my day,
Yes.
and I'm happy about it.
I think that's the goal, actually.
That's how we do it. Deputy Josh Dubin is also with us from the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff's Station, our guest on the show, and we were talking about kind of public interaction in social media and Facebook. It was doing a story about the social media interaction a while back, and you kind of told me an interesting story about how someone contacted you, and this is just an example, I think, of just how prevalent it's becoming. I don't think it's everywhere where people are using Twitter, but I think a lot of people in the Santa Clarita Valley are definitely on it, and as far as not just on it as far as following Twitter people, but using it to interact with people.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
Twitter's a wealth of information. There's often times that I'm, responding to a call for service, or I'm at a call for service, or other deputies are, and you could find information out on Twitter immediately. You'll see stuff on Twitter, and then you'll hear about it hours later on the evening news. So the speed at which some of this information is coming out is incredible. And there's been numerous case studies and different things like that. Example, the Boston bombing, about how the Boston Police Department used Twitter to put out information, vital information that was going on at the time of the marathon. So,
and incidents like that are already being studied by you guys as far as how you can learn from it. And, work
it's
with
being
it.
studied, nationwide. That was a prime example of the information coming out, and accurate information coming out from the Boston Police Department. So I think that it's a powerful tool, and I think that, once you learn how to use it, it could be a little confusing at first, but once you learn how to use it, I think that, it certainly has its benefits, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for pictures. The LA County Sheriff's Department has a Pinterest account.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Pinterest.
Let's talk about...
Kyle's all over the Pinterest. I can't get him to stop raving about Pinterest.
I have a question about social media, though. So one thing that's in California, of course, is, we have the shakeout coming out soon, but one thing that happens is earthquakes.
Right.
Earthquakes cause...
Spoiler alert.
Internet to go down. They cause different things
You
like
want
that.
to talk about the Great Shakeout on October 17th, Kyle?
I wasn't going to talk about that, but we can, if you'd
Go
like.
ahead. Let's have your social media question. Sorry to interrupt.
What
you.
should people grab onto? What should they because I know you guys have text alerts as well.
Right.
So what's something that people need to, in case of an emergency where the internet goes down or electricity's out, is something more useful? Like, is texting still going to be available during
yes,
something like that?
I think that one of the most important things right now that we're using, that the LA County Sheriff's Department is using, is Nixle. And Nixle not only will send you an email of the information that we're broadcasting, but will also send you a text alert. And I think those text alerts in an emergency situation are very valuable. So free service, www.nixle.com. However, there's also a new feature, the Twitter alerts that are coming out. That will also be an interesting tool. That just got fired up in the last few weeks. So between that, the various other things that you could register for out there through FEMA and different things like that, pre-planning is where it's at, especially when it comes to signing up and getting your alert settings and everything set up. Pre-planning is definitely where it's at. When they talk about making an emergency kit or an earthquake kit, this is along the same lines as that.
Yeah, I feel like the information you probably need. People are probably going to, because it's human nature. People wait until the last second, or
right.
I know I do. But this is something that people need to get involved in, and
that's a lot of our
situations.
interaction now. We'll talk about different crime stuff, or we'll talk about events that we're holding at the sheriff's station, the haunted jailhouse, and stuff like that. But that's all leading up to when there is a disaster, when there is an emergency, that we're able to quickly reach out to people, and that ultimately will save lives.
Fantastic.
And this is really all about Kyle trying to get a shelter built under the studio.
That's that's the
by
goal.
way,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that is
throw
that
out
is
there.
the totally
He's got
the goal
his own
here.
agenda.
Yes.
And we're just trying.
Feel free to donate. You can donate your canned foods
not
too.
the
Just
show.
come by the studio and just drop them off. That's fine.
They just better make it to the shelter and not pictures for your Pinterest page. Kyle, so what types of stuff do you guys put on your Pinterest page? Is that you, Deputy Dubin, who's working?
The
that?
Pinterest is run by.
Or is that from downtown?
It's our sheriff's headquarters bureau downtown.
Oh, okay.
Pinterest almost ruined my marriage because my
Really?
wife was on it forever. Just so you know.
They say that over 50% of Pinterest users are women.
Yeah,
It has a high.
I know
I
50% of
feel
the women
that number
in
might be higher than
50% of the women in my household
might be
use
80%.
Pinterest.
It
So,
could be, yeah. It is about that. But Instagram, I mean, you guys you Pinterest your Instagram pictures, I know, right? And you guys have an Instagram account that I see.
We do.
Some really cool pictures on
We
there.
do.
How much has it changed? Like, since you first started, how much has it evolved here from using social media? Like, social media was kind of like a kid thing before, and how much have you seen it like evolve here in the last even 10 years?
Well, I can tell you even in the last year, at SCV Sheriff has been running for a number of years now, but the content that we're putting out on it now, I mean, we tweet out things 10 times a day, 20 times a day. And so the content that we're putting out on that now is far greater content, and it's what people want to hear, whether it be like I said, things that affect people when you're driving to work in the morning, just like AM 1220 broadcast traffic. People like to see, hey, I need to avoid this route because deputies are investigating a major traffic accident on this road, or hey, there was this type of incident, this assault that happened, and deputies have set up a containment in this area and are searching for this type of suspect. So
I gotcha. So it's evolved quite a bit. And have you had to like learn social media for this? Well, we could talk about that after the break.
Yeah, we will get right back to
We're
that.
going
and
to a
talk about
break.
Social media
We got bills
on
to
your
pay.
neighborhood watch. We'll be right back after this on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.